If you are new to Microsoft Excel, one of the first things you'll need to come to grips with is how to use your mouse to interact with a worksheet. In particular, you need to be able to recognize and understand how your mouse pointer changes shape according to what you're pointing at. In this tutorial, you will see these changes and what they mean. Now, the standard pointer that you will see most of the time is a white cross, as shown on the video, now moving down and up. Now, the first mouse pointer change to take a look at occurs when you move your mouse to the vertical line that separates each column, and not just anywhere on the vertical line, but at the very top as shown. And you'll need to be very accurate with your mouse positioning. This is how the mouse pointer must change if you want to change the width of the column. When the mouse pointer changes to the cross as shown, you can click with your left mouse button and drag either left to decrease column width or to the right to increase column width. In the same way that you can change the width of columns, you can also change the height of rows. And to do this, you need to move your mouse pointer to the horizontal line between each row as shown. When the mouse changes to the cross with arrows, click your left mouse button and drag either upwards or downwards to change the height of the row. From time to time, it is likely that you'll want to move a cell. And the first step in doing this is to move your mouse pointer over the bottom or the side or top border of the cell until you see a white arrow with small black arrows pointing in 4 directions as shown. However, you should avoid pointing to the bottom right corner of the cell, as this has a special function. When your mouse pointer changes, click and hold down the left mouse button and drag the cell to the new location. If you want to copy instead of move a cell, it's the same procedure in moving your mouse pointer over the border of the cell, but when the mouse pointer changes as before, you must now hold down the control key, marked CTRL, which resides in the bottom left corner of your keyboard. Holding the control key down changes the mouse pointer to a white arrow with a very small black cross to the right of it. When you see the change to a white arrow with a very small black cross, hold down your left mouse button and drag to where you want the cell copied. Now, one brilliant feature of Excel that you will likely use all the time is Autofill, and this is further explained in tutorial 10. To autofill, you need to first select the cell from which you are autofilling and then move your mouse pointer over the bottom right corner of the cell. You will see that the mouse pointer changes to a black cross. Keeping your hand steady while your mouse pointer is a black cross, hold down your left mouse button and drag downwards as shown. Let go of the mouse button as you complete the autofill. Watch what happens when I autofill again, but this time holding down the control key. Notice that when I hold down the control key, as I move my mouse over the bottom right hand corner of the selected cell, you will see the mouse pointer changes with the addition of a smaller black cross just to the right. When you see the mouse pointer change like this, hold down the left mouse button and the control key at the same time and drag downwards. This time the autofill creates an exact copy of the selected cell. The final Excel mouse pointer to take a look at occurs when you select a column or a row, and this you will need to do on a very regular basis. In the worksheet in front of you, let's say I want to select column C. So to select column C, I need to take my mouse pointer to the very top of the column, and when it does, it changes from a white cross to a black arrow pointing downwards. When the black arrow points downwards, click with your left mouse button and you have selected the entire column. If you want to select more than one column, it's relatively easy. Take your mouse pointer to the top of the first column that you want to select, and when it's a black arrow pointing downwards, click with your left mouse button and drag to cover the second column that you may also want to select. So there I've selected columns C and D. I can do the same thing with rows. So let's select row 5. Take my cursor to the extreme left of the row. When it's a black arrow pointing to the right, click with my left mouse button and select the entire row. If I want to select more than one row, it's much the same process. Take my cursor to the extreme left of the first row that I want to select, hold down my left mouse button and drag to select more rows. So other tutorials in this series will provide guidance on the practical use for selecting columns or rows. But thank you for watching this tutorial, which has focused primarily on the mouse pointer and how it changes shape.